Foods that bring us good luck.
Let's look at New Year's traditions.
You're listening to the podcast where we talk about life, sports, family, and everything in between. Welcome to Just Talking Out Loud with your hosts, Ron and Terry.
Hello, welcome to the show. I'm Ron.
And I'm Terry.
And Happy New Year, as we are going to be trying some New Year's foods that apparently bring luck. And on some of the foods we have, go with some of the Southern styles, if you will, like black-eyed peas.
And cornbread.
Spain, right? Is that what it was?
Spain is the grapes.
I should have this ready to go, but as you can see, I'm all messed up. Here we go. Yes.
So we have never tried black-eyed peas, and I was born in the South. So I quickly, and I forgot about the black-eyed peas, so they just came out of the plan. You want to try them first?
Let's talk about black-eyed peas. Apparently, they're really popular in the South. They bring good luck and prosperity. Often served with collard greens and cornbread. Now, we do have cornbread here, but that's for something different a little bit later. And the peas equal horns, the rind.
Wow,
But it goes as two, cornbread and two.
But I got other round things.
Well, we got other round things, but so it could be two things. But peas equal coins, greens equal money, and the cornbread equals gold. And if this actually worked, everyone in the South would be billionaires, you would think. So I guess we're going to try black-eyed peas for the first time.
You can see if you can think they're seasoned enough or not enough. This is the first time. They just taste like navy beans or any other kind of beans.
They're from, they do. Not because they have the black eye, huh?
I don't know. It's just I don't think they're bad. I think they need some kind of sauce, but I just did them.
Well, sometimes they're served with rice.
With a little bit of I browned some.
Well, you had
some pepper and some onion and a little bit of garlic and some bacon grease, and then I put a little bit of chicken broth on it.
Oh, there is a
but
little
they haven't been sitting in chicken broth for hours like it. A lot of them say to soak them overnight and then do them in a crock pot with chicken broth and all this. And
we were really kind of up against it.
Yeah, trying to make them. I don't think they're bad. I think they might be good with a little bit of tomato sauce or a little
I
bit.
think if they were cooked a bit longer, they'd be a little. Yeah, I think. I don't know.
Some of them are just right, and some of them do need maybe cooked a little bit longer. So those and our cornbread here.
Well, let's do it in order. So collard greens is
this cornbread is with this.
Well, yeah, cornbread is underneath the collard greens that some people eat, but we can do this. This is going to be a mess.
Well, that's why I was just going to break this off.
Where's the butter? You said cornbread has to have butter.
I know, but it wasn't warm anymore. But we actually ate the cornbread with our
cornbread
dinner.
Means gold,
and it's
prosperity, comfort, and it's just delicious. Superstition or not, so.
I like cornbread.
You said I needed butter. There's no butter on it. It is good.
Because it wasn't warm enough.
Here's our gold. So I got coins and gold.
We had it with dinner, and we melted the cornbread in with the butter, and it was better.
It was very good.
It was fresh out of the oven.
It was very good. And then we have the collard greens. If you have collard greens for your New Year's, that means wealth and financial success. The greener, the richer, supposedly. And I'm going to finish this because this is pretty good. Well, you act like we haven't eaten. We just ate.
I'm trying to figure out what they're missing in case I want to make them again. They are missing something. They're too bland. I would put something more on them than I did this time.
Yeah. Now, do we want to do
maybe a little bit more salt
in this?
Yeah, maybe a little bit maybe a little bit of onion salt or. It needs something. They're just kind of too plain for me.
They're very plain.
And I guess some people like them hot and spicy and put jalapenos or hot sauce or something in them.
They are very, very plain. But yeah, in fact, well, we let them tell us if they do have black-eyed peas, how do you fix them?
Yeah,
We were going to put bacon in them.
but I forgot to get the bacon
Yeah.
out.
We were up against it today. We've been trying to do this for a week, with this episode on, so this kind of threw us off today. So that's now what's up next is grapes. So grapes are really popular in Spain and Latin countries, and you have 12 grapes.
There's more than 12 for each.
One grape equals 1 month of good luck. So you have, of course, 12 grapes that you're supposed to eat at midnight. Take all 12, so you have the whole year to bring you good luck for each month. So if we take one,
I thought we were supposed to race eating them.
well, I got one.
See who can get
Get ready. So we're going to do 12.
see who can get 12 down. Sad month. I don't know what month you choke on.
Yeah, let's see what most we choke on. Ready, set, go. January, February, March, April, May, June,
August,
July,
September,
August,
October, November, December.
I'm done.
Do you know what month you're on?
September. Well, you get that in your mouth pretty good. You really know how to handle your grapes in your mouth. I'm a lucky man. I can't do it. I still got to go to. I have to finish it because
That's
I want good luck.
It gives you luck for each month.
It's October, November.
December.
How did you get them? Never mind.
I just chew a couple times, throw another one in there.
You really swallowed fast. There's our good luck as far as the grapes are concerned. Now, a lot of times, while there's long noodles are popular in Spain, in Japan and China, which means long life. You don't cut the noodles. You're supposed to leave them long, like a marriage roll. If you cut the noodles, it's bad luck. Cutting off each other is unavoidable. And then you have fish, which means progress and abundance, because fish swim forward, which symbolizes that you move forward into the new year. Makes sense. And of course, pork with sauerkraut.
Yeah, around here, I mean, everyone has pork and sauerkraut. I personally, we've never liked sauerkraut, so we do our sauerkraut up a little bit different. I put apples and brown sugar in it.
Right.
I make it really nice. It tastes really good.
Yeah, it's not the traditional sauerkraut. But pork is wealth and progress. Pigs root forward, not backward. And so that's your pork. And then, of course, the round, which we have several rounds. Now we have some meatballs and we have
Flavor and mushrooms, just any kind of hors d'oeuvres that are round, we thought would be good for round things.
right.
And then certain countries do round cakes or donuts. But so we put a couple round cookies on the plate, just to symbolize the round.
It's a full circle.
A
Full circle. It's also common in parts of Europe. It's a round cake or a donut. We wanted donuts. We didn't get donuts, but we got a lot of rounds. So that's good for the new year. And then if there's dumplings, I don't know, which is also wealth that China uses. And then there's apples, health and luck. And which is, I don't know if the apples will be easier to eat or not. They say they're easier to eat than 12 grapes, but what do you mean? You're going to eat the whole, we don't have to eat it. I guess you just eat the whole apple.
I don't know.
You don't eat 12 apples.
So do you want to try the hors d'oeuvres?
I'm trying to decide which round I really want. Because to be honest with you, the grapes kind of, they kind of did me in a little bit.
I'm good.
Do you like the crab? Is it warm enough?
No,
It's not warm enough?
it's not horrible.
Really? Oh, no, it's kind of, you know what? I'm not,
This year cold.
you uh, I'm not a fishy person, but um, I could do the meatball though. Meatballs are from EW Catering. Very good. These are all good. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not a fish person. Gotta be a natural, yeah.
What gets me is the one thing that says no white things, and almost all fish is white, isn't it?
Oh, these are foods you should avoid on New Year's.
But
And
fish is good luck. Fish is
on lobster, because lobsters swim backwards. We're not going back. We want to move forward, right? Is that what we're saying?
yeah, so the crab might be.
So lobster, you want to avoid that because it swims backwards. Chicken, because they scratch backwards, which is bad luck. Anything hollow, emptiness in the year
That
ahead.
might be.
So what's hollow? Like, what would be hollow?
I don't know, like crab. Once you eat the meat out, it's hollow. I don't know.
I don't know either. Okay, so then there's light foods.
In some cultures.
In some cultures, it symbolizes mourning. So you want to stay away from that too. If you're, I mean, if
Most fish is white.
well, yeah, that's true.
Your haddock, cod, all of them are,
What did we have today? What was that?
tuna.
Tuna.
Tuna steaks.
Tuna steak. Okay. So this New Year's, what are you having? Are you doing the traditional pork and sauerkraut? Do you do the sauerkraut the regular way, or are you doing it Terry's way, which I like and look forward to with the brown sugar, apples? What else? That's only two things in the sauerkraut, right?
Onions and celery.
Well, I mean,
But
as
I'll
far
put
as
that in the pork roast or whatever in the bottom of it.
it's really good. I look forward to that on New Year's Day, which is hard to believe that we're already talking about New Year's. And we were thinking about talking about the podcast and how we were doing only audio for the first 4 years. We've been on just doing audio for 4 years, almost 5. And then we started doing video in May, I believe, of this year. It was May or June. Maybe it was April. I don't know. I can't really remember. Should have gone back and looked. But so we started the video part of it. And so we've been doing that for the last 6 to 8 months, 7 months. So and as far as looking back at some of the things we could do differently, I mean, we try a lot of different things. We just talk about whatever.
Seems like our food things do better.
It does seem like especially the
Bad taste.
well, the Oreo was good, and the gingerbread house did really well.
That
Yeah,
was good.
it did well too. So and apparently, people don't want to know about putting flowers in a toilet bowl. They really don't care about that. No. So I'm not really sure where to go with the podcast because there's only so many foods you can try, I guess, right? Cost me a fortune.
Yeah, we did potato chips, but we did that before we were on video.
Yeah, we did do a
I
lot.
wish we would have had a camera for that because there were some faces and
It was good.
some spit.
We had so many people, I'm not even sure how we would have done it.
Yeah, we did have a lot of people.
The other reason we're doing it here, because
And we didn't
upstairs,
tell them what chip they were.
no, we didn't tell.
And so they had to guess, and he's like, "Oh," and some of them were really bad. Like they just couldn't guess because they thought they were really bad.
And we did this down here because there was so much going on upstairs in the kitchen with you all trying to get all this ready for the podcast. So we started doing it down here, which is not bad.
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is if you are gonna make black-eyed peas, start the day before. It'd be much easier.
They probably know.
Yeah, I just didn't.
We've never done
To
it.
soak them 6 to 8 hours and and then season them your way. I think because they're so plain, I think you could do a lot with them though. Like if you're a hot, spicy person, you could spice them up.
Yeah, I think so.
If you're not a hot and spicy person, you could kind of put brown sugar like our baked beans. You could do brown sugar and tomato sauce like baked beans, and I think it would taste pretty good that
I
way.
think so too. But so yeah, that's our food section. We still have a round. We'll probably do the cookies at the end But do you have a superstition? I don't know, I should say superstition, just wording it as a tradition for the New Year's of what you like to move forward, right? Don't know how your 2025 went, but hopefully better
When we
times.
were first married, we didn't really do anything.
We
for
did.
New Year's. Sometimes we went to my mom's but your mom doesn't cook pork or anything though New Year's. She doesn't, has never had a New Year's tradition.
Right.
My mom and dad, when I was in high school, was invited to a friend's down in Wheeling, and that's how that person put brown sugar and apples. That's the first time we actually ate the
Okay.
sauerkraut, because my mom quit doing the pork roast and sauerkraut because no one would eat the sauerkraut. So that day we were like, "Hey, this is good. What do you put in it?" So she got that from
Mm,
her, and then she started making it again.
okay. So
For years while I was growing up, she wouldn't make it because no one would eat the sauerkraut.
I think it was only just I don't want to say last few years, but it seems like we haven't,
In the
it
last
was just
10 years, we've been making.
the pork.
I've done the pork. I've done either roast or pork loin, or I've even done like 4 pork chops in the bottom of when we were just like me, you, and Zach were home a couple years. I just did a few pork chops in the bottom and put some sauerkraut, and then I put all the apples and brown sugar on it, let it cook that way, and then ate it later in the day.
Yeah, so as far as then we did do a lot of snacks from around the world
Yeah.
through the Yum,
Mm-hmm.
and that was pretty cool. We went to,
International Young National. Wouldn't mind doing that
you
again,
probably could do that again. Haven't signed up yet.
especially if they get different countries than what we are.
Well, hopefully they won't do is the same. We did Italy. Italy was one of our favorites, and the other one was real surprising, but I can't remember.
Pakistan or something?
It was something like that. It was really odd. We didn't think we'd like anything. We liked almost
Everything.
everything that was in it. So it was really kind of cool. But so yeah, we're looking forward to 2026. We'll see how this podcasting thing works. We're hoping to have a full-time studio at some point next year where we can just have seating and a couple cameras and
So that if
have people in. We can do some maybe interviews and
it won't be takeout, we won't have to set up every time. We get an idea, we could just sit down and do it.
right. And then I'm hoping that's how it works, but who knows?
Knows it just.
Yeah. So I see I got myself out of center because I kept moving it. It's okay. You know what I mean? Like I should have moved it over.
Oh.
I wanted to get the tree just as the last, 'cause a lot of people leave. Some people take the tree down right after Christmas, but we take it down right after New Year's.
New Year's Day,
Yeah, usually it's gone.
our tree usually goes up the day after Thanksgiving and goes down New Year's Day.
And sometimes people leave it up
Or the day after.
and just decorate it for every holiday, like Valentine's Day,
Oh, yeah, I've seen a lot of people do
like
that.
that. So let's move on. We got a couple things we're going to talk about. One of them is what years will you look back on as the best years of your life? So you did a poll, and they asked 1,000 adults which age range that they think that they'll look back on and say those were the best years of my life. And they broke it down in decades. So you can let us know in the comments what decade age that you felt was the best in your life, like 0 to 9, then it's 10 to 19, then it's your 20s, 30s, 40s, and then so on. We talked about this earlier, so Terry already knows the number one.
Which would be my number one, but it's mine for different reasons than they have.
Well, it was close though. It's only 2% difference between 1 and 2.
Okay.
So, you thought number one, you said,
20s because we had our children, now my third one wasn't born until my 30s. Like my first 2 children that I had close together was in the 20s. Your grandparents were still alive. We had a lot of family around, a lot of visiting, those were I think my best years. The kids were growing up. There was always, something to look forward to.
a lot of people in their 20s though are not married.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of you are just not. But a lot of people party in their 20s and they think
That's
that's
what I mean. That's
so carefree,
They don't have any obligation.
they don't have it. Yeah, they can do whatever they want.
Right. So
If they lose their job, who cares? It's just me,
yeah, I mean, that might be why they look at it.
Yeah.
So what do you think comes in number 2, although you looked at it, so you probably know?
Well,
What would be yours? See, mine would be my 20s also, maybe my 30s.
20s and 30s was
30s is number 2.
because that went into our last childbirth
Yeah,
and seeing the kids grow up the rest of the way.
right.
I mean, seeing how they turned out, and
The 40s come in at number 3, and then the 50s are number 4. What happens is, I think people wanna say 60s to a
your
certain extent,
golden age.
but the problem is when you reach the time when you wanna do stuff, you can't do stuff because your knees go, your hips go, you're in the freaking doctor's office it's just frustrating, and I get that, that makes sense. Why people would probably not put like only 12% said 60s, 70s, or 80s because probably a lot of it is because, well, half the time you don't feel good enough to do the things you want to do.
Yeah, if you had a bucket list, some people never get to the bucket list because of health problems
Yeah.
or whatever. And I mean, you and I are fairly healthy for our age. And I keep saying, once you retire, I would like to take some little trips and stuff. And you don't seem like you.
I'm not a trip person, but we'll see. You never know. Then they ask the same question, but about the worst years of your life. And believe it or not, the 20s top that list too, which is kind of weird. So people thought the 20s would be the best and worst of their life.
I mean, depending on who you are, like your high school years could be the worst years of your life. Your high school, college years, which would be college would be your early 20s.
Right.
But by your late 20s, you're away from all those peers in your high school and college. So your late 20s should, if you get a job and you make something of yourself, that you should, not have to dwell on things if you had bad school days.
It wasn't a clear winner. 12% said their teens and tweens were the worst years of their life.
Yeah, like
10% said their 20s, 30s, 40s.
I worked at the school district and seeing so many get bullied and so many, suicidal
not even think
nowadays.
that
Yeah, yeah, that's not their best. That's
Right.
their worst. And I mean, I never felt that way, but
Yeah.
I did move when I was in my tweens, and
It's starting over again. So
it
they're
was a
meeting friends and or shy.
it was a hard time.
Yeah. So what years would you look back on as your best, and which would you look back on as maybe your worst? Hopefully there is no worst. There are going to be those ups and downs.
I could say my 20s too because I had back surgery and I was down and out.
3 of them.
Well, by the time the
you were
first one in my 20s, 25 with 2 little kids, and I had most extensive nerve damage and everything from that.
Right.
So,
Our next talking point is some people are predicting that there are certain traditions that will fade away in the coming decades.
I think some of them have, haven't they?
Well, I think I don't know if they've faded away or if maybe we're not getting the emails or maybe they don't want
I just faded my
maybe you faded them out of your life. They were predicting that American traditions that they believe will fade away in the coming decades. Which one, though, would you be happy to see go? One of the traditions that people are predicting that are going to go, and some of them probably don't do it as much, class reunions. I mean, I haven't been to a class reunion. Well, I haven't been to one. I know of.
Did you never go to one?
I don't think I
thought
have.
we went to your 10-year.
Did I go to my 10-year? I don't know.
I remember my 5-year. This Paula was ready to pop with a baby.
Someone said that social media has rendered class reunions irrelevant because
Social media has rendered them because you can see them online if you want.
if you really wanted to, but you're not going to see the whole class.
Yeah, and I would like to see everyone, and you don't see their spouses or their families or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there might be someone you sat with in a class that thought you were quite friendly, you'd like to see or know
Right.
how they're doing. And you really can't tell that from Facebook. People put only good things on Facebook a lot. I mean, unless unless it's a tragedy and they're asking for prayer, I don't ever see it's either really good or really bad that you see on there. You don't
Right.
see any mediocre, just this is our life things, you know?
Trick or treating. A lot of people are doing trunk or treating now, so they're not really going house to house.
They go to a,
They go to like an event of some sort.
and then
Um, so they're not really doing the house. And I guess it depends on the neighborhood.
we still do it in our neighborhood. It's still here, but we don't get a lot of trick or treaters.
No, we don't. Would we have
But
12?
down in Zachary's neighborhood, you get
Yeah.
hundreds.
Yeah, 100. So it just depends. Like,
Yeah.
do you think it'll disappear?
I don't know. There's always these people that really enjoyed it when they were little, and so they
Yeah.
kids. You know what I mean?
Massive gender reveal events. 'Cause I haven't
They didn't do them in our day. I mean, even for my kids, I do them. Now, I mean, we didn't even know what we were having until they handed it to us, you know?
Yep.
I mean, there were all kinds of little tricks and games you could play to see. I forget adding up if it came out odd, it was a boy. If it came out even, it was like your month that you were born in, the month you're due in, and something else, and you added them together if they were even or odd. We did all kinds of little games like that, which all three of mine came out right, and as boys, and I have three boys. But I'm sure a lot of them didn't come out right, and you know. But now with the testing and stuff, they know what they're having ahead of time.
Well, I think, like they were saying here, that it's not because of forest fires and all the stuff that you heard when they were starting these grand. I think a lot of it's going to be low key, where you do a cupcake or you cut into a cake or where you just keep it with family
Yeah,
type thing. And
that's a
so the
hard
major one would be, yeah, we just did those
things
things.
like a
Did we do one for Beckett?
yes, she
Did they do one? It
cupcakes.
was cupcakes. So it
She
was low key.
but and for Finn, she had us shoot
Yeah, there was
powder. It was like a chalk or powder, and it went up.
that wasn't powder because the strings went into the neighbor's
His
yard.
yard. Okay, so
So which one of these so far do you think could go away? You wouldn't care. How about Black Friday? See, Black Friday is not the Black Friday it used to be because they're doing Black Friday starting right after
thanks.
Halloween and
Yes,
going all the way through. And
yes.
sometimes they do it.
They're extending Black Sat Friday just to make more money.
Yeah, and you got Cyber Monday too. So it's like
Yeah.
so I'm not even sure the Black Friday is.
I mean, they call it Black Friday still, but they'll say it's a Black Friday sale, and they'll have that Black Friday sale for a long time. Like right now, I'm still seeing Black Friday sales right up till Christmas Day. You'll see 'em.
Right, that's what I mean. Yeah, you have them all the way up. Miss America pageant.
Do they even do that
I think
anymore?
they still do, but I don't.
I haven't watched it for years. That's for sure. When's the last time we watched it? Oh, I don't know. Was it?
90s, they were huge in the 80s and 90s.
Oh yeah, we watched them all the time.
So I don't know. I guess they still do it.
82.
Shows you how much I know.
But Miss Teenage, so you know.
Private fireworks. You think they might go away? Because
My brothers were into
there is a lot of local crackdown where they don't want people.
well, because I think some
There's an
people
ord.
get careless with their fireworks and they don't want them to
Yeah.
burn
Some-
things down.
Some of the private ones are better than the ones you go.
Oh, I know. There's some people who, learn about it and they put on better shows than the local.
Yeah. I know one thing I would like to see us do is daylight saving time. Either do one or the other. This changing the clock thing where you spring forward, fall back. Do we really need it?
I love it until I had eye surgery this year. Well,
Yes.
they had fallen back, and when I went to the kids the first time, it wasn't as dark as it had been before I had the eye surgery, and that really helped me this year. So I was like, "Oh, I'm so really glad they had the time change because I would be driving in the dark and I was very leery about seeing things and stuff."
I don't think it's going to go anywhere. They keep talking about it, but it's not going to change. I don't think. Weddings. I don't think it's going to be like the large scale productions.
Well, I see it. I don't see how people can afford. I mean, we've seen some people put 60 to $100,000 in a wedding. If you want it in a big fancy hotel with fancy hors d'oeuvres, and if you want all those things, you're gonna have to spend that kind of money.
Big time.
And as much as houses are, Now, I would rather take that money and put it towards the down payment on a house any day. I think that they're gonna have to scale down on weddings just
There's
to
always
where
going
to
to
live.
ones that want to go down the aisle. I get that. You still do that,
Yeah.
but do it at a smaller scale. You don't have to have 300 people at the wedding. You don't have to. I mean, it's up. I mean, again, that's according to preference. Thank you cards.
I think a lot of us are really bad at that anyhow.
What, thank you cards?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm horrible at it. I mean, I say thank you when you give me something.
I know what they're saying here. Just that's not this.
And I just like, I'm bad because like when I was working at the school, it could have took me days to just because some of the parents brought me things and some of the teachers brought me things. I mean, I got so many trinkets and then, like some of the kids just came down and maybe gave me cookies or gave me, if they had made a thank you card for every little thing on the holidays, I would have drove myself nuts. So
Yeah, thank you cards and the Christmas cards. See, I just think Christmas cards are wasted.
I haven't been doing them.
But
I did them 1 year in the last 5 years.
back in the day, remember when this is back in, we're dating ourselves, but you put the cards like around the door frame or like you have them all lined up because, but nowadays I think no one even looks at them unless there's a gift card in it.
Well, the only ones that my kids send me the pictures of my grandkids, and that
Yeah, but most times it's not that. It's just
And
a card saying Merry
my
Christmas.
cousins used to send them all the time, but they had pictures of their kids. Now the kids are all grown up. We just don't
I think it's a
do it.
billion-dollar business.
The Christmas card.
I'll bet it is.
I bet it is too, because even the companies that like Shutterfly and then that you send your own pictures in and make the card, and you send, for the ones that have kids. I do enjoy getting them, and I always did for my cousins too, as their kids grow up.
Pictures.
Yeah, the pictures.
We didn't get that this year from cousins and stuff like we used to.
No, I mean, we used to get from your cousins and my cousins. Oh, yeah, it's so fun. I quit sending them, so I think they quit sending.
Yeah, I think so too.
So
anyway, that's our show. That's it.
that's it.
That's it. We're wrapping it up.
Are we gonna end with something sweet and round?
Yeah, we can end something with something round, which is full circle. We've come full circle as we get ready to say goodbye to 2025. And
TD want 10.
I don't care. And hello to 2026. And Terry and I both hope that your 2026 is blessed and God blesses you in every way possible, right? Financially, health.
We have a lot of prayers for a lot of help.
And
People
we wish you nothing but the best.
within our family and friends right now.
Yep. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook or X. Just talking, TALKIN out loud. And also don't forget to
Like and share,
and
subscribe.
yep. So we'd really appreciate that too. Really helps the station, the show, I should say. It means a lot. And it means a lot that you just tune in to watch us just banter about. So let's finish up. Which one do you want?
Which cookie do you want?
I don't know. I kind of been torn between this and the pistachio. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'll do the, whoop, and I'll drop something. on the
Peanut
top.
butter.
Yeah. Wondering on that, as we come full circle. Sherry, these are homemade, by the way. Sherry's made all these pumpkin with chocolate chips, pistachio.
With white chocolate.
Then, of course, you have the peanut butter with
Mm-hmm.
that's the Reese's cup, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's good. We end on that and we say Happy New Year to you and yours.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for watching. We're out.
Have a great New Year.